Hey guys, it's Duke45 here, and I am going to open up this G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra Jungle Assault Duke action figure. In my opinion, this is one of the better looking figures that they have made in the entire modern run. I love almost everything about it. I might even love everything about it once I get a chance to open it up. But this is a really functional looking figure. It looks like he's ready for combat. It looks like he has been through some stuff before. It looks like he handles business. And that's always what I've wanted from the Duke action figure, is that he needs to look like he handles business. He's not an officer, and which means he's out there in the fight, getting dirty, you know, getting in the middle of things, fixing things, breaking things. And I always wanted, a Duke figure to kind of reflect that. And this one does it. It absolutely does. And yeah, so I'm gonna stop gushing about the figure right now. I'll open it up and then re-gush later while I go through it. So I'm gonna cut into him and show you the figure. So sit tight. All right, back. So I just went ahead and cut into the package. I really didn't think you guys wanted to watch me struggle with this for like 5 minutes. So yeah, here it is. There is the Duke action figure. Real quick, let's take a look at the file card. They're not the same, as the old school ones, which is a bummer because those were awesome. But no art on it, just kind of a digital photo rendering. I'm not sure if that's based on a real guy. I assume it probably is. Alright, so this is the Jungle Assault Pursuit of Cobra. The file card is very, very scaled down. If I had to complain about the Pursuit of Cobra 30th, 50th, is the file cards. One of the biggest charms for G.I. Joe has been the file card. And the fact that they kind of did away with that, it's a bummer. But, not always going to get everything you want with an action figure lineup anyway. So there you go, same name, Conrad S. Hauser, E8 Master Sergeant, and then they just give a brief little blurb about him there. So just throw this. No, I'll put that off to the side. I don't want it to interfere with the focusing. All right, so comes with the figure stand, Duke, and a little teaser poster that they were including in these to show you upcoming toys. So here is the figure itself. I'm going to pop out the accessories first. Nope, I'll pop Duke out too. So my wife watches the reviews with me, and she says the packaging opening, right, like when we're opening these things in the plastic, is like a dog whistle to her. Maybe I shouldn't have said dog whistle, but anyway, yeah, it drives her nuts. It never really bothered me, but yeah, I could see her whenever we're watching one and the packages are getting open. Yeah, her ears are bothering her. I'm sorry, not a dog whistle, a majestic unicorn whistle. Yeah, we'll say that. It's a majestic unicorn whistle whenever the packages open up. Alright, so I'm going to stop playing with this toy real quick, and let's show you it up close and reasonably personal. There. Alright, so here it is, and I am immediately impressed. Immediately. I already love this figure, and I haven't even begun to inspect it. Yeah, no, it's awesome. He's built for action. And that's what I've always wanted from a Duke action figure, is that he's built for action. Again, he's supposed to be right in the middle of the fight. Let's compare him to some previous modern figure versions of Duke. We'll start with the earliest one, which is 25th anniversary 2-pack with Red Star. And I like this one. Yeah, he looks like a young soldier. Gets involved in things, fights. If I can get him to stand up. Yeah, it's a good looking figure. I like these kind of generic trooper looking figures. They look good on the shelf. There's nothing really distinguishing him as Duke. You just know he's Duke, but that's okay because this was supposed to be a younger version of him, and even the face scan. I should say, you know what? It's not a face scan. I'm sorry. That's from collecting wrestling figures. These aren't face scans. These are just, head sculpts. So, anyway, it looks good. The next version, which is probably the most iconic version of Duke, and I like it, and it looks great on the shelf, but it always bothered me. It does not look like he's going into battle at all. And that's this one. This is the one I think that's most commonly associated with Duke. And a good figure. It looks great on the shelf. It's awesome for displays. But to me, he's not somebody who goes into combat. I have trouble with that. Some of the figures, I just can't put them in combat. It doesn't look like they're in the fight. And to me, Duke should have always been in the fight. Prior to Falcon coming around, Duke was my favorite character. When I was a kid, I'd play with him. He'd be on the sidelines a lot, kind of calling the action, just because of it looked like he wasn't supposed to get dirty. So that's the 25th release, and then I like what they were trying for here. I do. I felt like they're almost there. And this one actually came after the Pursuit of Cobra Jungle Assault version, and that is the 50th anniversary Mission Accepted 2-pack with Tombstone figure. So there you go. These are your Duke figures. I do like this one, although it looks more like he's ready to go to a Packers game than go into battle. He does look way more battle ready than this one, than the iconic one. But to me, he's not ready for the fight. He could be, but there's something, I don't know. It looks more like a snowsuit type thing, but terrible camo if he is ready for a snowsuit. I know they tried to capture the green and yellow. I dig the whole advancing the age of him to make him look a bit older. So that's cool too. So I do like this figure, but he's not as rad as the Jungle Assault one. So now that I've gotten those Dukes displayed, and even as I look on the camera, you can see the difference in articulation design between Pursuit of Cobra and 25th anniversary. It almost looks like a different toy line. All the gear, all the sculpted out parts. And don't get me wrong, I still love this figure, but this one, it looks like a completely updated, upgraded version of a toy line. So let's get these guys out of here and take a closer look at the Pursuit of Cobra Duke that I have continued to gush over. So, gushing resume. Don't get weird about it, guys, okay? Let's just keep this going here. Nice and easy. All right. So, taking a look at him. He's got the, and let me slide this in the back. It's good for keeping focus. It stops the back wall from being the main point of focus. So, the articulation goes about that high on the shoulders, if I've got it bent at the right place, which I do. So that high. You can obviously turn him around though and go straight up if you wanted to. The other way, of course, would hurt the rotator cuff. That one, the double knee joint for better posing. Yeah, look at this. Look at the boots, the camo print. Yeah, that is sweet. Yeah, see, look at this. He's ready for battle. Elbows. He's got 90-degree flexibility on the elbow on both of them. The head does not really go up and down. So if you were looking forward to that, you are not going to get it. Left, right, 360 if you wanted. And looks like he stands up nice. It's got the camo print on the arms. Came with this, we got a rifle or... not 100% sure. Might be an assault rifle. Anyway, I'll let my gun experts know, or I'll let them educate me on that one. Yeah, I'm a gun owner myself, but I don't necessarily know every single version of them out there. So, there you go. Close look. And let's get a focus. Come on. Come on now. You're not gonna focus for me, are you? Please. I'll bring this in again to kind of shorten up the background. Alright, so rather than have this part drag on forever, I'll try and refocus later. Let's take a look at the weapons that he comes with. Again, we already made mention to the gun he's holding. There is this gigantic machete, or as my youngest daughter likes to call it, machete. No, I'm kidding. My youngest daughter's not allowed to play with knives. Anyway, so here it is. Sweet. It's even a metallic color, which I like. I may paint the handle black just to add a little more realism to it. So there it is. That one came already sheathed in his pretty awesome vest, tactical. This thing's sculpted pretty well. Alright, Duke. And we got a backpack, which looks like it's got some straps here which can fit around the figure. If need be, you can just strap it right to him. If you wanted to, put him in some positions and make sure this backpack stays on, you can do that. There you go. And I love the color on this thing. Absolutely love that black and green. Alright. I'll tuck that back on just a second. There we go. So, got that. Also, another submachine with a side clip. Excellent. Flashlight. Back here. Get back here. Flashlight. Sorry about my hands being in the way of everything. I'm trying to get stuff across a short distance without giving you guys just basically 5 minutes of my hands. And then a pistol. Pretty standard issue for these figures. There is not anywhere for the pistol to go on him, and I don't see anywhere on the backpack for it to slot into, so he cannot carry all of his stuff unless you use the straps here to tuck stuff in, which is totally possible if you wanted to. I wouldn't do that with a pistol though, it'd probably fall off, but you could theoretically jam the flashlight into here. I'll see if I can do that. I don't know if I'd recommend it, again, just because I don't think that that's a good way to not lose it. But yeah, I put it on there. But everything else looks like he can carry. You know, he's got him one hand, and there you go. There it is. Pursuit of Cobra, Jungle Assault, Duke. Am I liking this figure? I'm loving this figure. Yes, instantly one of my favorites. Instantly. I have no idea why it took me so long to get to it. Honestly, I don't. Maybe because I was too fixated on the 25th anniversary line. But yeah, I have no idea what took me so long. I feel like I need to apologize to this figure for not bringing it home sooner, but I'm not going to do that because it is a piece of plastic, and I already have enough people questioning my overall sanity with the amount of time I spend with my toys. So, no, I'm not going to apologize to it, nor should I have to. Right, well, maybe. Anyway, okay, moving on. Here it is. Would I recommend this? Yes, 100%. If you are into the highly detailed, well-sculpted, well-articulated action figures from G.I. Joe, yes. It's tough to find a bad one in the 30th or Pursuit of Cobra line. To me, they're all awesome. As is evident by, you put Stalker right here. Right? Look at that. How awesome is Stalker? And I really like the old versions of Stalker, but it really kind of blows the prior version, the 25th version, out of the water. You put these two side by side, and yeah, it's not even close to me as far as the look and the feel. I like the color of the 25th anniversary one, the dark green with a darker green on it. But yeah, that Pursuit of Cobra one, he looks like he's ready for business, and that's really, I think, the main thing in all the action figures that I collect anyway. You guys may be different for what you look for in a figure. I like the characters first and foremost. If it's somebody who I enjoyed watching as a kid in the cartoons, yeah, I mean, it's somebody I like. As I've gotten older and been exposed to the comic books, which I missed for the first probably 29 years of my life. Yeah, I was basically living on just the cartoon memory and, special stuff here and there as far as my fandom until the comic books. And that was probably about 8 years ago. So, yeah, as that's happened, some of my opinions on the characters have changed. Characters I liked as a kid, I really don't care for anymore. I'm looking at You Barbecue. That had nothing to do with the comic book. That had to do with me getting older and then being completely irritated by his voice and how he spoke. It's funny how things change with that. Anyway, yeah, no, I love how that looks. And you put him next to another Pursuit of Cobra guy. You put Low Light right next to him, and these guys all look like they handle business. They're ready to handle business. And to get back to my earlier point, to me, that's the most important thing as an adult collector, is how they display, how they show for picture taking, and if they look like they are ready to take care of some stuff. And this Duke action figure absolutely looks like he's ready to take care of it single-handedly if need be. I would recommend it for sure. So with that said, that's all I got for now on the Duke figure. I hope you enjoyed and got some information out of this. And feel free to leave me a comment or question or, yeah, any of that stuff. I love interacting with other G.I. Joe fans, other G.I. Joe collectors. I love talking about the brand. So if you've got something you want to say or communicate with me about it, please let me know. I'd be happy to chat. And that's all for now. So you guys have a good one, and I will see you next time.